Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to my channel, to my bookland, and to our coffee times together. Today I'm here to bring you the Monster-A-Thon tag.
It's coffee time!
So the creators of the Monster-A-Thon, which is a readathon that is going to be taking place the whole month of September. I'm going to leave down below the link to the announcement in case you still want to join. And it's just going to be about people reading spooky books for the whole month, which sounded something totally down my alley. So the creators of this readathon decided to do a tag, which is very smart because it is meant to be recommendations for people to see which kind of books they can pick for the readathon, which I really appreciate. And I decided to jump in and do the tag as well. And the way that I have done this is that I have chosen books that have movies, so that in case that you also are interested in making this Monster-A-Thon a movie Monster-A-Thon as well, you can just check the movies too. And also, I'm wearing my new Monster t-shirt to honor the Monster-A-Thon. So basically, in this tag, we're just gonna go through the challenges and I'm gonna give you some book recommendations or some books that you could pick. Maybe they are already on your shelves, or maybe it's a book that you've always wanted to read and now it's the time. First, we have classic creepers. So it is to read a book with a classic monster. And for this, I have chosen books that have to do with Dracula because there are many movies out there about Dracula. So you could actually read Dracula by Bram Stoker and then watch the Coppola movie adaptation, which is fantastic. You could also choose to read Interview with a Vampire by Anne Rice, which is also a fantastic book. You can even read Salem's Lot by Stephen King, that also happens to have a movie. Another book that doesn't have a movie but it is based on the Dracula universe is Dracul. And if you want to go modern or more YA oriented, you can also read Hunting Prince Dracula by Kerri Maniscalco. Challenge number 2 is which big eyes you have, and it's to read a book over 400 pages. And for this, I'm here to recommend you The Shining. I cannot recommend it enough this year because if you read The Shining and Dr. Sleep, then you can go ahead and watch both movies because Dr. Sleep is coming soon. The next challenge is Chimera, and it's to read a book that can fall into 2 different genres. For this, I also have several options for you. I have chosen things that are sci-fi combined with horror because that's my favorite kind of genre combination. So we have World War Z that also has a movie. We also have, of course, a Stephen King book that is Dreamcatcher, which movie was also fantastic. And the last one is Annihilation that had a Netflix exclusive movie. And this one is funny because it's a trilogy, but I only liked the first book. Hated the second one and I still have not got to the third one, but the first book is so good and it's not too big, so you could fit it easily into this challenge. Then we have the real monsters, and it's to read books that feature humans as monsters. For these, I have chosen Mindhunter because it is based on true crime stories, and also there is a Netflix series that conveniently on the 16th of August released season 2, so you have 2 full seasons to binge watch if you like the book. There is also a book that I really want to read, which is called The Devil in the White City, that is also based on a true crime story. But I still don't have a copy of these, but I really want to get to it. But if you have it home, you can use it for this challenge. Then we have the challenge Unsightly, and it is to read either a comic, a graphic novel, or a manga that features creatures, monsters. And for these, I have, for example, 30 Days of Night, which has a fantastic comic and a fantastic movie, and it is all about cute vampires. And since we're talking about vampires, there is also the comic books called American Vampire. There is no movie that I know of, but if you have it laying around like I do, I have volume 1 and 2 and I still have not read them, you can use them for this challenge. Then we have Angry Mob, which is a book that has been recommended to you by more than one person. And I have been recommended a couple of times the book The Merciless, and I never really grabbed for it. But I think I'm gonna do it, probably not for the Monster-A-Thon, but I think, you know, my interest has gone higher. And obviously there is no movie about it, but there are some movies that kind of you know, compile what this has been pitched to me as. So this has been pitched to me as Mean Girls meet The Craft meet Cruel Intentions. So I'm just gonna leave it out there. And those are 3 cool movies that you can check out anytime. Next challenge is Sacrifice, and it is to read a book that you have seen somebody unholding. And I watched some unhold videos to pick my own book for this challenge, and I did come across people that unhold Twilight, which, you know, it's an easy book to read, and there's also a movie. And I've seen people unholding The Hunger Games, which is sad, but it's happened. And there's also movies from that, so if you want to read these books, now is your chance. Then we have the challenge The Beasts, and it is to look for a book that features a monster with either plant or animal traits. And this one was a little bit more tricky, so I'm here to give you a couple of options. There is again this book that I've been really wanting to get, but I still have not get my hands on it, and that is Semiosis. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. And this is another sci-fi horror, and it follows some colonists that come from Earth, and they're trying to look for the perfect place to live, but they land somewhere where there is already something there lurking, watching them. And I believe it is the plants that are evil. I'm not really sure because I still have not read this one, but it definitely fits into this category, and you can also use it to double on the challenge of combining genres because it is sci-fi horror. Another book that you can read for this challenge is The Ruins, that also has a movie, and it is a really great story. I really did enjoy this one. You also have the options of movies like The Fly, Alien, and The Thing. Next challenge is The Hunt, and it's to read a book that features a dead or undead character. And for these, I'm gonna go with some zombie books. We have Dying to Live. You could also pick The Girl with All the Gifts. Plus, this one is chunky, so you can use it for the big book challenge as well. And also, you could go with something that relates to witches, like The Wicked Deep, which was a great story about witches that are dead. As for movies, obviously, you could watch The Girl with All the Gifts. And as for magical movies, you could watch Practical Magic. And the last challenge is The Conspiracies, and it's to read a book that features either a robot, an alien, or a sci-fi kind of monster. Obviously here I have to mention Encounters, the Body Snatchers. Totally recommend both the book and the movie, and you also have the option to read I, Robot, that also got a movie. So you guys, I wanted to keep this video short, just give you some ideas, just flash some book covers there. I'm gonna try my best to put all the names of everything I mentioned down below in the description box so that you can check it out. I hope to have time to do that. And yeah, so I just wanted to bring you some suggestions of some books that you could read for your challenges, and, you know, maybe add some movies in there just to have a little bit more fun with the whole Monster-A-Thon for the whole month of September. I did not mention though the books that I picked up for my TBR because I made a separate video about that. So here are some other suggestions that I would have for you. Let me know down below, are you participating in the Monster-A-Thon? Have you read any of the books or watched the movies that I have mentioned in this video? Let me know down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also remember to click on the notification bell so you don't miss any more coffee times with me. And also, please feel free to add me in Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so we can also connect there. The links to my social media are also in the description box down below for you guys. And I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!